Rebonjour. Un autre concept qui est discuté dans ce chapitre est l'idée de questions. Questions. Les questions sont très importantes. Okay? So another concept that's covered in this chapter, another really important concept, is the idea of questions. How to ask and answer yes/no questions. We have the habit, I would say, as teachers and even learners, to become very comfortable with simply answering questions that are posed. I want you to be exposed to and be comfortable with asking questions, because when you are a tourist or a student or working or what have you in another culture, you need to be able to ask questions, because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to know how the system in this country or culture works, and you're going to need to get some help. So it's really important that you are confident with asking some questions, even in the most basic of forms. So les questions, comment en faire? Okay, how to make them. Now, we've already talked about this again from day one, that this is just showing you what you already know and helping you to apply that pattern to new vocabulary. So there are 3 ways to ask a question in French. Okay, so these are yes/no questions, and there's really, there's 3 ways to do it. Okay, so the first one is using the kind of question signal word est-ce que, which many times, if it's not a be verb question, can be translated as do or does. Okay, so est-ce que, this whole thing here, est-ce que, est-ce que. Then you add the subject and then the verb. So it's very straightforward. You just put est-ce que in front. This is a very helpful form because it tells the person that you're speaking to, watch out, a question's coming. The second one, sujet plus verbe, is one that we've practiced because also it's very easy. Notice here the verb order, subject, subject, verb. It's similar to English. This is the one using intonation, okay, the raising of your voice. Tu danses? Tu danses? Do you dance? Okay, tu danses. You dance, literally, tu danses. The last one is more refined. You will hear it. You may not be used to using it with all verbs that you know until you've progressed in French a little bit, but it's putting the verb first and then the subject. And this is called inversion. Inversion, because you're putting the verb before the subject. So we have est-ce que plus subject plus verb. Then we have intonation with subject plus verb, and then inversion with verb, followed by a little hyphen, then the subject. So here's some examples, okay, with my danse verb. Est-ce que tu danses? Do you dance? Tu danses? You dance? Danses-tu? Okay, these all mean the same thing, and either using any of them is perfectly acceptable. Les réponses, comment en faire? Okay, so how do we respond? Now, I know what your first idea is going to be. Absolutely, oui ou non, okay? So that's a very basic response, and that is good because you're showing that at least you understand the question. Our goal as we progress in French is to add a bit more vocabulary, to speak in complete sentences using a subject and a verb. Language proficiency is talked about in terms of novice, intermediate, and advanced. Right now, we're in French 1, you're in novice. Within novice, within each level, there's 3 subsets: novice low, novice mid, novice high. Our goal by the end of French 1 is to be novice mid or above. And one benchmark of novice mid is being able to respond in full sentences. These sentences can be simple and memorized, but they have to be full sentences. Staying in the we, know, friet, stilo, sha category, just shouting out one word answers, is showing a level of comprehension, but it's low. And I know all of you are capable of being novice mid or higher. So really try to get in the habit of showing me that you can remember to say a subject, je or tu, okay? And the verb that goes with it. All right? Notice here the formula for yes, no questions starts out with that we or no. That gets you going. Then the subject, then the verb. The difference with a negative response, the ne pas goes around the verb.